Hello and welcome back, my fellow humans, to Scatter Love Tarot, where we are going to do another pick a card reading. Today is going to be how your crush sees you. It's been a while since I've done this one, and energies are probably changed since then. You know, things do change. We make decisions which alter the energy around us, and so on and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and do another one of these today. Just keep in mind these are general readings, but if they do resonate, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below with the reminder that as you interact with my channel, it does allow me an opportunity to connect with your energies and get you out more resonant readings. And yeah, so I'm excited to do this one because the last reading I had got hijacked by Source. So let's go ahead and get into it and say our prayers. And yeah, and then we'll get into your guys' reading. Alright, I may have to light another candle out, but we'll see. If it goes out, I'll burn one. Perfect. My beloved Source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this video, if just for a moment or for the whole video. This is for any and all who choose to join this tribe and to become a part of this soul family. May they be blessed with the knowledge of self-love and the reminder that they don't need anyone outside of themselves to be seen as whole and complete, for in this moment they are already whole and complete. May this prayer wash over them a sense of belonging, a sense of their right to feel, and a sense of their right to love and to be loved. And while we are here getting information, reminding us always that anything can change in a moment's notice, and that our destiny in our lives is fully up to each and every one of us, and that we have the courage to do what we need to do in our each and every moment. Source, may you give them the love of your unconditional ways. May you help them see their own unconditional love within. And may each and every soul here today become the walking embodiment of unconditional love and kindness. Not what they think that should be, but what in truth it is for each individual person. As these words are spoken unto this space, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, Aseh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let me get that set up over here. And I just want to say thank you so much to anyone and everyone that has joined the tribe. You guys are so incredible, and I feel so honored to be here sharing these readings with you guys. You know, it isn't my gift. This is a gift of Source. And so I just want to say thank you for honoring that, honoring this time and this space to be with Source, connected with Source energy. It's just truly... it is beyond me, and I'm so blessed, and I wish there were more words than just saying I'm honored and blessed, but that is truly how I feel, and I wish if I could plug you guys into my heart space, you could feel the depths of how much love I have from each and every one of you guys. So for those of you that are new, welcome. We're all human here, and everybody is welcome with open arms. May this always forever be a safe space for everyone to be who they truly are. And if it is that, as a space of practice so that you guys can become that in their everyday waking life, let's go ahead and get your guys' card out on it. We're going to use one of these today, which is the Whispers of Love Oracle. We'll draw from one. Get this and see how your crush sees you. So they want me to shuffle once. All right, Source. So how does Pile 1's crush see them? What card will help us understand that more? One card, please, for pile number 1. How does Pile 1's crush see them? What will help us know and understand this a little bit more about how Pile 1's crush sees them? How does Pile number 1's crush see them, Source? Whoa, okay, thank you. Okay. And for Pile 2, how does Pile 2's crush see them? What card will help us understand this more? Thank you. Okay, pile number 3. How does pile number 3's crush see them, Source? Okay, perfect. Thank you. It's our overall energy. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Taking off any masks. And that's for both parties, right? For you and for them. So, I don't know why I felt compelled to share that, but Source knows, and I'm just here to do Source's bidding. Okay, so for pile 1, we do have this beautiful garnet that we're going to put on there for you guys. Let me see if I can change the focus. There we go. For pile number 2, we have this piece of yellow citrine. I got this when I was in Roswell. And for pile number 3, we have this beautiful piece of lapis lazuli. I got this in Arizona. I'll move these up. It needs to be more like that. There we go. So we pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And whichever one you guys are drawn to, that should be the pile for you. Keeping in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not. With that being said, whichever one you guys chose, I will see you on your designated pile number 1. This is for those of you guys that chose this beautiful piece of garnet. This is going to be a reading on how your crush sees you. Keep in mind that as you guys interact with my channel, it does allow me an opportunity to connect with your energy to get you out more resonant readings. So if this does resonate, make sure you guys do hit that thumbs up button down below. And we will go ahead and start with your guys' dice reading. So let's ask Source, how does pile number 1's crush see them? How does pile number 1's crush see them, Source? What can you tell us? What information can you give us, Source? How does pile 1's crush see them? Whoa, okay. I don't know what it is yet. Are we going to slow down? So I was going to drop that down. They got some massive emotions for you. That smacked that moon. This is a moonstone up here. And so it like smacked it. And the only reason it stopped is because I have a piece of amethyst right behind it. That is crazy. And then did you see how it twisted and twisted and twisted and turned and turned and turned? Guys, whoa. Okay. So they feel kind of like dizzy from your energy, right? They see you as someone that makes them feel dizzy. We have 12th house coming out here with Scorpio. Guys, they could be communicating something to you soon. That's not going to be true for everybody, but that is an energy that I'm getting right now. Okay. So 12th house with Scorpio energy and Mercury. So how does your crush see you? They see you as someone that they're intuitively connected with, but your love and your energy makes them dizzy. So they do feel your feelings for them. If you're not in love with them, they do feel your guys' attraction to them. And so it makes them dizzy, like just dizzy. Whoa. This could make them feel a little bit imprisoned, like trapped by the connection, in the sense of they can't escape it. There's nothing they can do to escape it. So it means that you guys are like always on their mind. Especially with the Mercury energy, you have mind and thoughts, right? And so it's like they can't get away from it, but they're very secretive about it, especially with the Scorpio energy here. Very secretive about how they feel about you guys. You guys are constantly in their subconscious thoughts. Like it's like poking at them, like poke, 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 right? Like that's how they feel. And it's like, oh my gosh. So when you're poking at their subconscious, this could just be you guys thinking about them and you're poking at their subconscious unknowingly. It begins to poke at their conscious mind. And then they're like, ah, stop. And then they'll have a period where they're not thinking about you guys. And then all of a sudden, stop. Like it's like, and they can't stop it because it's like when you try to stop your thoughts, of course you get bombarded by more. We all know how that works, right? They do see that they've like feels like they've lived past lives with you guys. And they do see you guys in their dreams. And so that could be the other thing, is that they're just kind of overwhelmed by the fact that they dream about you. And then it's like, and then in the waking world, they're always thinking about you. It's like, oh my gosh. They do see you guys as someone who's passionate and driven, and they're very like sexually attracted to you guys. Okay. They see you as someone who's very truthful and intimidating, because you guys are constantly transforming your energy. You guys are always doing something new. You guys are always trying something new, or you guys are learning something new, or you guys are mastering skills that you already have, but it's like being new in those new skills, right? And that's very intimidating here. They're afraid of being too clingy to you. Like, they're afraid if they come forward that they're gonna be too clingy. Like, they can't let you go because they're obsessed. Like, this is like, they can't get enough of you, but they're like scared too. Like, oh my gosh. And they may think that you guys are obsessed, and you could be. That's not a bad thing. That's a human emotion, right? Some of us do. We get obsessed with our crushes. Like, especially if you're, you know, like, in my day and age as a little girl, if I had a crush, I'd go and I'd write in the notebook, you know, my name, heart, their name, and then it would be like our initials in hearts, and it was always like, oh, Mrs. So-and-so, and it was like we would get obsessed, right? Like, that's just something, but sometimes that's what happens. You just can't help but think about it all the time. And so they may think that that's what you guys are like, always putting their names in hearts and stuff like that, or like always journaling about them. And they see you as someone who, especially with the Mercury energy here, they may feel like that's all you guys do. You don't say anything to them, you write it all down. And they could write it all down. So they may have a journal that they write about you in. They write it all down, and they're like, and they may tell their childhood friends about you. They may tell their school friends about you guys. They may tell their siblings about you guys, right? But they're drawn by your intelligence, and they're drawn by this invisible force that's like guiding you two together, and it kind of is like out of their control, right? Like, they just can't understand. It's like they've never really felt like this about anybody before. And so let's get some cards on it. Okay, source. How does pile number one's crush see them? How does pile number one's crush see them? I hear we all need a little love in our hearts. Isn't that a song? We all need a little love in our hearts. Like, I don't know exactly how it goes. I think it's something along those lines, but how does pile one's crush see them? I'm feeling goofy. Feeling goofy. Why are we singing the wheels on the bus? I don't know. Let's get it. Okay, guys. So how does pile one's crush? Whoa, see them. You guys all, your cards came out right away. Okay, this looks crooked to me, but it is straight on camera. It looks pretty straight on camera. Okay. Alright, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. 7 of coins in the upright. Yeah, they see you guys, you're like, is not just unique, they see you guys as very driven for whatever it is that you're doing. So you guys could be building up something, you guys could be taking on a new endeavor, and it's like you guys are pouring all your energy into that, and they see you as someone who's really driven for that. We have the Hanged Man, we have Temperance. Ooh, okay, let's get it. They see you as someone who is changing your own luck. Like, you're taking your fate into your own hands. And they see you as someone who's very balanced. Like, they cannot get you out of their head. Like, you're just constantly on their mind. They're just like, oh my gosh, pile one. You're so comfortable with who you are and what it is that you do. You're very balanced. You guys are blending opposite energies. You're okay with the things that you don't like about yourself, and you're okay with the things that you like about yourself. Like, neither one outweighs the other. It's just you as a whole. And they're seeing you guys bring in so much luck into your life because of you working so hard for what you want. Right? And so they see you guys as this hard worker, this someone who is intelligent and building the life of their dreams. And they don't see very many people who go to the lengths that you've gone to. And it's like they see you guys suddenly becoming, some of you guys could be suddenly becoming wealthy all of a sudden, or very, very financially secure. And they're watching this happen. And they're like, wow, this is amazing. But they see you guys like, you see the world from a whole different perspective. Right, I love the Hangman. The Hangman doesn't get enough praise, I feel, because everybody's like, oh, it's all about your change in perspective. But honestly, when the Hangman is in his upright energy, this is someone who isn't afraid of who they are, the whole of their being, right? They're not afraid of being different. They're not afraid of being someone who stands out. They're not afraid of going against the grain. This is someone who is like totally willing to be weird just for the sake of learning what's new. And I always, always, always think of Odin and the runes. If you guys don't know about Nordic runes, that's okay. That's not a message for you guys. But for those of you guys that know about Nordic runes, and it always makes me think of Odin. And Odin, he hung for 12 days. I think it was like 12 days and nights without food and water. And to get information in the spiritual realm about the runes, what did they mean? What were they? And it was like they finally took at the well, what was it? I don't remember the whole story, but at the well, they took his sacrifice because he cut out one of his own eyes, right? And they took his sacrifice and they gave him the information on the runes. He sacrificed his self. He sacrificed everything he had for knowledge. And that's what I feel like they see in you guys. Like, it's weird, but I get this energy. It's like you guys are sacrificing a part of yourself. That could be your physical wants and desires. Like, maybe it is you guys sacrificing your love life so that you can gain knowledge in the spiritual realm, especially with temperance here at the center here. You know, well, temperance may be about balance and blending this energy of dark and light. It is about really connecting with source as well, because you have this angel that's depicted, and I always think that this is the apple sitting on the head. It's that really finding bountiful information from your own intuition. It is a rose. They talk about it in the books. It's a rose, but this really, to me, it feels more like an apple, and it's like apples are very fruitful, right? When you have an apple tree, it's always giving. And so it's like, that's like this connection with source is always giving. And so your crush sees you as somebody who sacrifices so much for your spiritual connection and your spiritual journey, and that is something that is turning your fortune, right? That is something that is bringing a lot of good luck in your life, and you shine bright in their life. Like, you are somebody that helps guide them through their own journeys, and they really appreciate that. They really do enjoy that of you. Let's get from this deck. So, how does pile number one's crush see them, source? What else can you tell us? Yeah, exactly. Like, sacrifice. Like, you guys could practice celibacy. It might not even be something that you were trying to do or attempting to do. It's just, you're just totally okay with being by yourself, and your crush notices this. Like, notices that you're not afraid. Look, temperance on temperance. I can't with you guys. Oh my gosh, I love source. I love how this works. Like, I just, this is why I say being honored, that just doesn't feel like a deep enough word for me in situations like this, when things like this happen. Okay, we have the Two of Hearts with temperance. This depicts temperance coming out on top of temperance. Like, this, they love you. Okay, like, plain and simple. How do they see you? Let's just say they love you. They do love you. Okay, they love you deeply. But they're so inspired by you because you guys are constantly bettering yourself and you're constantly doing what's good for you. Yes, I can't with you guys. That is the 10 of Hearts depicting the Wheel of Fortune. Guys, what the heck? And then look, the 6 of Swords, like, or the 6 of Spades. You guys are willing to leave whatever's not serving you. right? Like you guys are willing to leave it. You're not playing. I ain't playing this time. Guys, look at this confirmation here for your reading. That's why I was saying, like, it's like I kept getting Odin, this energy of Odin. Well, Odin truly was a hermit, right? He sacrificed everything in his life for his spiritual enlightenment. You have the hermit coming out with the 9 of diamonds here. It's like you guys have sacrificed everything for your spiritual enlightenment, or you are in the process of sacrificing everything for your spiritual enlightenment. And your crush sees this. Like, they're just like, wow. And they're enamored by it. Like, it's just mind-blowing for them that someone would actually go to these lengths to sacrifice everything in life for their own betterment. And so it's like, and it doesn't matter where you're at on the wheel, right? It doesn't matter where you're at on the wheel. You could be at the top, you could be at the bottom. It's like you're still just going. And there's this sexual drive to you guys. That's why you make them dizzy, right? And we have the 12th house, which is spirituality as well. And it's like, and then Scorpio energy is like all things occult, right? And then you have Mercury, which is about communicating that. So you guys could have some way of communicating that with others, whether that's a platform or you guys just talk to others about stuff like this, or you meet with a community of like-minded people. But it's like your crush sees all of this and they're like completely dizzied by this. Like, I don't know how you'd say that. They're just so enamored, and it's like makes them dizzy because it's like, how could anyone be like this? So it could be that they're on a very similar journey to you guys, or the thing is that you guys have inspired them to have this journey as well. Okay, let's get some oracles out on it. Yeah, they think you guys are really beautiful. Really beautiful. Whether you're a man or a woman or whatever you identify with, that doesn't matter. They just think that you guys are like the most beautiful. Like, okay, now that I got that out, I don't know what's happening. Like, I feel like I can't talk. Like, it's like you guys make this person stutter, okay? But they feel like whoever you are, they feel like you guys are just very beautiful. You're a beautiful soul to know. Look, guys, we have perspective on the bottom with Milky Way. You have this universal perspective. It makes them think things bigger than they've ever thought before, if that made any sense. I speak good English, I promise. You make them think in ways that they've never considered thinking before. And maybe you guys don't share a lot, with a lot of people, but it's like whatever you post on social media, it's just makes them see things much bigger. Like, it's like, oh, wow, like, that's unique. Like, oh, I never thought about it that way. Or they're like, wow, pile one, like, you're always seeing things like this way. Or like when they have conversations, if they talk to you, right, they see you guys as someone who just has a big way of looking at things. Let's see, which one do you want, Source? All right, well, I have my hand on this one. We'll get something from my Love Oracle deck, so we'll see what comes out, guys. All right. Look, Daisy, the only thing brighter than this flower is your smile, so let's see it. They love your smile. Oh, like, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that you guys are pile one, especially after the last reading I just did. It was so intense. Okay, Mercury again, guys. Think, learn, network, communicate. They're enamored by your guys' intelligence. Like, they're just like, wow. They see you as someone who's capable of creating any life that you want. Like, if they're like your biggest cheerleader. I feel like it's very secretive, especially with the Scorpio energy up here. But they're your biggest cheerleader. Look at this, dragonfly emergence. They're seeing you guys turn into this beautiful goddess or god or this just incredible being. They're just like, wow, you're just changing so much. So they see you guys changing, and it's like, maybe that's why they haven't come forward, because it's like they're just waiting to see what happens. And then we have number 13 with connection, tarantula. Yeah, this is that feeling like they're drawn to you guys. They feel so connected to you guys. Like, and yeah, this kind of looks bad, but at the same time, it's like they don't mind it. It's just dizzying to them. It's like there's this magnetic draw. It's like they feel caught in your web. They feel like maybe you put a spell on them. Like, Black Magic Woman is the song that's coming out right now. So you guys might resonate with some of the lyrics in that. Okay. It says, it's amazing what we are capable of when we stop getting in our own way. So they're standing in the way of this, right? Like, they're the ones that are standing in the way. They're seeing you guys get out of your own way and create the life that you want, and they're standing in their own way, right? That's what's happening here. No, not descriptions. We want channeled messages. Like, I'm going to get a couple of channeled messages for you guys here and see what comes out. The source, can we please have a couple of channeled messages for pile number 1 on how their crush sees them? And I didn't do these super in depth today because they're just going to change. Like, I want you guys to know they're always going to change. Like, all the readings, sometimes they'll be longer, sometimes they won't be. So, you guys will get a little bit of everything. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Channeled messages. What do we got? Addiction. Yeah, they're addicted to you. What was I saying? They're like obsessed. They're addicted to you. Not in a bad way. Like, they're just, oh my gosh, pile 1. Like, light worker. Yeah, see, that's what they see you as, a light worker. They know. They're aware. If they're not aware of the spiritual journey, they're aware of it now because of you. They're like, oh, pile 1. What are you? Oh, that must be what pile 1 is. They're a light worker. What do we have? Sometimes really bad things happen to really good people. Yeah, so they see you guys as surviving some really, really rough hardships, right? And they see that. They see that you guys have gotten out of your own way. Astrologer. Yeah, so you guys might be studying astrology. You guys might be really into the stars. This could also indicate that you guys are starseeds. But it's like they see you guys as like always learning, always exploring, always doing something new. Why won't you stand up? Alright, fine. Let's switch it. There's always one, right? Always one difficult one. So let's check out this card. Let me grab, I was not prepared. I apologize. I should have grabbed the book for this one, but I did not. So let me grab the book real quick. And we'll see what comes through for you guys. All my boxes over here. I'm one of those ones. I keep all my cards in their original boxes. Yep. So this is The Whispers of Love by Angelina Hartfield, if you guys are interested. So we have number 8. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. This is what they see. They see you guys loving... Wow, excuse me. They see you guys loving yourself. And that's what it's drawing them into you. It's like you're very magnetic. Let's see what this card says, though. Be your own advocate. Believe in yourself. Love who you are, and the energy of self-love will help you realize your dreams. When was the last time you gave yourself a pat on the back or acknowledged that you love yourself? Working on having a good relationship with yourself will enable you to have a positive relationship with others. How you manage your self-worth is crucial to how you view the world and your place in it. Love begins and ends with you. How you treat and feel about yourself is of paramount importance. Love is contagious. When you are surrounded by people who are full of love, you may find it easier to love who you are. This is how you like make them feel like they see you loving yourself and they're like, that's how I want to be with myself. I want to love myself fully. Like, I want to be in love with myself, like pile 1. And so your crush sees you as somebody who's just beautiful, someone that's worth the wait, worth the travel. Like, if you feel like when ships used to travel across the ocean, it would take a long time, right? Like, family members would have to wait for them to come back. And I feel like that's where they're at. It's like you're worth the wait. You're worth everything that they have to do to get to you. And so they really do admire you guys. They see you from this beautiful place. And so we also have the stars. If you look at this card, you have the stars up here and you have the stars down here in the bottom. So yeah, you guys could absolutely be doing like star work, astrologers. You guys could be learning astrology, or you guys practice astrology. And so they see that and they really like that. They think that's cool. Number 8 is all about karmic cycles. It is also the number of true abundance. And so they see you guys cleaning out karmic cycles and coming into your abundance now, right? Especially with the 7 of coins down here. And you guys leaving those hard, difficult situations behind. What a beautiful reading. I absolutely enjoyed this. I loved it. I hope it resonated, pile 1. If it did, hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. And until next time, stay human, guys. Bye. Hello, pile 2, my fellow humans that chose this beautiful piece of yellow citrine. This is going to be your guys' reading on how does your crush see you. So pile 1 was just incredible, let me say. The amount of synchronicities that came out was so insane and wonderful and cool. So I'm excited for your guys' reading to see what comes out. We will ask the dice reading first and see what comes through. And remember that as you guys interact with my channel, it does allow me an opportunity to connect with your energy to get you out more resonant readings. So if these do resonate, hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel. Set the notification bell so you guys always get notified when the next video does get uploaded. And yeah, we'll see what comes out today for you guys. All right, so Source, how does pile 2's crush see them? Source, what can we tell them? What information do they need to know? How does pile 2's crush see them? How does pile 2's crush see them? Okay. Jaws. We have the 10th house. We have Sagittarius energy. And we have Saturn. Is Saturn? Feeling very goofy, especially after pile 1, guys. I can't even tell you guys. I'm just feeling goofy. So 10th house, they see as someone who's dedicated and who is a hard worker. This could absolutely be for a lot of masculines, okay? And if you're not, that's okay. That doesn't matter, right? That's just the energy that I'm feeling. This, especially with this 10th house, this very masculine energy and Saturn energy. This is all Capricornian energy coming through. Saturn, 10th house, and Capricorn. They all go together. And so there's this energy of just very fatherly, very masculine, like, holy crap, I'll do, like, very strong, and, yeah, I heard energetic. Okay, so, anyways, you guys are seen as someone who would make a great parent, but very, very determined and very hardworking, always looking towards your future long-term goals. You present stability, so your crush sees you as someone who would bring stability and success in their life, someone who would bring them a reputation of sorts. And it's not to rely on the reputation, but there is some sort of reputation that is connected with you here, especially in the 10th house. So you guys could have status at your job, and your crush sees that, like they notice that about you, but it's not all that they see about you, okay? I don't want it to be all twisted here, but they do feel like you guys would absolutely bring a lot of structure and stability into their life, right? And then you have 10th house, which is also connected with men, which is why I'm getting this energy. You could very well be masculine. You could be a man on here. You could identify as a masculine. Whatever it is, though, there's a very masculine energy about you. Even if you're a woman on here, you guys could be the divine masculine. Energy is not picky to gender, right? It's just energy. So it's like you guys are very much in this very masculine, take charge, provide your life type of energy. It's like you guys are taking care and building stability for your own life. Your crush also sees you as someone who isn't afraid to have adventure, someone they could travel with, someone who's open-minded and expansive. You guys, sometimes maybe you do things in excess and they see that and they're kind of like, that's cool that you do that. Like, you know, I know it sounds weird. Well, what would I do in excess? Like maybe you go out to Friday night to the bar, or maybe you guys are always like doing sports, like when sports season's in, whatever you guys are into, you guys really take time out and you'll go buy game tickets and you'll go to the games, right? It's going to be different for everyone. If you're a woman on here, maybe you guys really are into, Okay, so I literally just heard golf. I do not know where that came from, but it just came in. Golf. Okay, so maybe you guys go to the driving range a lot, or you guys go, I don't know if where you're from, you guys have this or not, but where I'm from, they have this golf thing. Gosh, why can I not remember what it's called? But you go in and it's like this humongous 6-story building, and it's a driving range, and you shoot golf balls off of whatever floor you're on, and then they can bring you drinks and dinner, and gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness. But there's like, so from where I'm from, there's like 3 of them. 2 or 3 of them, I can't remember, in Colorado. And it's like this really, it's really cool. Anyways, but maybe you do something like that. Or maybe you guys just like enjoy wings or playing pool or something like that, right? But that's something that you guys always are doing. Like, it's something you guys take time out for. And if it's none of those things, it's just something like that that you guys are into and you take time out for yourself. And it seems like it's in excess, but it's not. It's just something you enjoy doing. You guys are seen as wealthy by them. They see you guys as someone who is wealthy, got a big bankroll, and a philosopher, someone who wanders and who isn't afraid to do some truth seeking, like to go against the grain, but in a way of like, I'm not, like, I don't want to get involved in societal beliefs. Like, I want to see what this really means. Or you might not ever discuss politics because it's not important to you. Or if it is important to you, you guys are always trying to find the truth at the bottom of it. Like, it's like, I'm not going to just believe somebody because they say I should believe them. Like, I'm going to figure it out on my own. Like, what resonates with me? And you guys go after that. And you have Saturn, the planet of tough love, coming through. Oy. But in a good way, right? You have structure and discipline. You guys have built a foundation for yourself. You're very ambitious. You're responsible. You overcome obstacles and you have an air of authority around you. You may seem a little bit dominating, but in the sense of like, whatever it is that you need to do, you're going to dominate it. You're going to get through it. And there's something about you guys that seems very traditional to your crush. Like, they see you as someone who's very traditional, which may seem odd, right? We were talking about how you guys are truth seekers and you go against what society says, but traditional is a sense, like, they see you as like a traditional father, they see you as a traditional mother, like they see you as someone who could build a traditional family with, like have traditional holidays, like whatever that means to your culture or where you're from, right? Because that's different for everybody too. Especially with you guys choosing the yellow citrine. And the yellow citrine is connected to your solar plexus. So that very fiery action-based energy. Sorry, guys. I just totally lost my tongue right now. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me split the deck here. Let me pull out a candle. We gotta light another candle. Light another candle. Because this one went out. We'll put that one up there. Put this here. You guys are going to see my massive torch. You can make speculations as to why I have this. That's fine. It's just easier to have a refillable one so that you don't run out of the little ones and are constantly throwing them away, which is bad for the environment. Okay? So, let's ask the tarot source for pile number 2. How does their crush see them? I feel like you guys are here. Like, I'm having a conversation with you face to face. Like, I don't feel like you guys are on the video. I feel like you guys are sitting here. So it's like, I feel like your crush feels that with you. Like, they're always connecting with you some way, shape, or form. So even if you're not there, like, you still, like, they're feeling your energy. Or you maybe are feeling their energy. But it does it. Like, it was weird because I just looked up across the table right now and I was like, oh yeah, I'm on the video. Like, I'm not actually talking to anybody. I mean, I am, but it's, you know, not live action type status here. So you guys have a very present energy about you, and your crush sees that. Source, how does pile number 2's crush see them? Okay, thank you. How does pile number 2's crush see them, source? Give us the goods. What's the goods, source? How does pile 2's crush see them? Okay. How did pile 2 crush see them? Wow, okay. Okay, and how does pile 2's crush see them, source? Whoa, is it that one? Yeah. It's like barely hanging on. burly. That was burly. Yeah, you guys are very fair. Very keen-minded, too. You guys could accessorize, right? You guys could have very, like, I keep hearing watches, but you guys could accessorize, like, watches and things like that, or, like, jewelry, or, like, you guys just have things that you wear with your clothes that's very important for you guys, but you guys are seen as someone who's very truthful, and we saw that with the Sagittarius energy here. And they see you as someone who's very, very enticing. Like, this is like, I want to jump your bones type energy. Like, woo, calm down. Hold on, let's see what's in the reading before we get into that. That's interesting. This came out before. Okay. I see. So your crush sees you as someone who maybe in the past has gotten involved with people or situations or places that weren't serving you, right? And that maybe made you get stuck in a situation, or maybe made you fall back from what it was that you were doing. And that's why it's so serious and so important for you guys to find stability or build stability in your life now. And why you guys are constantly seeking the truth, it's because you guys take that very serious in your life. Like, you want things to be stable because you've been in a situation before where you weren't. And so your crush sees that about you. They see you as someone who's not willing to get involved in situations that aren't working. And they see that this is a cycle that you've completed, and that you actually came out much stronger because of that. Not only that, though, that you became somebody who's super fair. Like, you guys approach life from a very fair mindset. Like, you're not going to judge quickly. Like, you're going to observe the situation. And you're going to weigh your options here, and you're not going to just jump into something because someone tells you to jump into something. That goes back to that energy I was saying, like, you're not going to believe something because someone says for you to believe it. And so we have that. And then they see you as someone who they would just really, really, really like to jump their bones. Like, the Page of Wands is a very sexual energy. Like, it is, but it's very immature, right? This is like, I want to take you back to our high school days where we boinked like bunnies, like type energy, okay? Sorry, I'm feeling a little blushful here, guys, okay? It's a little bashful here. I don't know if I want to talk about this, so anyways, we have this energy here. They're just really attracted to you guys. Like, they just, and they're not sure, like, what you would like, and that's the thing. And so they see you as someone who's very secure, but it's almost like, well, would they like what I have to bring? Would they enjoy this, what I have to bring? Like, what would pile 2 really enjoy? Because you're so stable and secure, you're also very much in this place of, like, I've struggled to get to where it is that I am, right? Saturn is all about experiencing struggles and hardships, and then learning the value of patience and hard work. And so that's exactly what your crush sees. They see that you've experienced all that. So this could be a friend that you've known for a while. This could just be somebody who's had their eye on you for a while. But they see you as someone who, no matter what, it's like you've persevered. And in your perseverance, you guys have turned your bad luck into good luck for yourself. And it was like you had to change the mindset that you had and how you were approaching things, right? And so you became the star of your own show here. You became the main character of your life, and you chose you over situations that seemed promising. Let's get some clarifiers out on this. Source, can I please have some clarifiers for pile number 2? How does their crush see them? Okay. Source, how does pile 2's crush see them? What else can you tell us? Yeah, look, I can't with you guys. This happened in the first pile too. We have Justice coming out with the 8 of Spades, right? And I love this synchronicity too, because the Justice in my deck is the 8 card, and Strength is number 11. And if you guys have been following me, the reason for this is because the Rider-Waite Tarot changed the numbers so that it would fall in line with the zodiac wheel. But the original tarot is Justice was number 8 and Strength was number 11, not the other way around, okay? Anyways, we have this Justice card here, right? This is the 8 of Spades being depicted by Justice. And again, it's like seeing what's fair. If you see the eyes here on the scales, it's like figuring out what is right for you and going that route, because there's been too many times where you've been stuck in limbo because of what you thought of the situation. Right? So we have this synchronicity already coming out for you guys. I love this. But it's like you guys have learned how to trust your intuition with justice. I'm going to put this over justice here, because I feel like that's where it wants to go. Source, what else can you tell us about how Pile 2's crush sees them? Yeah, they see you as someone who's very level-headed. They see you as someone who is willing to do what it takes to get what you want. And they feel like they could build a future with you guys. I can't. We have the 10 of Diamonds coming out here. Look at that. I was just saying they feel like they could build a future with you guys. And look at this. You have this happy family here. You've got the dog. You've got the kids. You've got the loving couple here. Like, that's what they feel, right? And they feel like you're their destiny, but they might not come forward just yet, or maybe you haven't gone towards them yet because you're not sure of how they feel. Like, there's always that fear of rejection, right? And it's like just being brave enough here. And if it's not you that's meant to talk to them, that's just what they're dealing with right now, is that fear of rejection. It's like, well, what if? But yeah, there's definitely this energy like your crush just really does want to build a happy life. They could see themselves living a happy life with you. They could see themselves having a child with you. And I love the fact that exactly what I was saying, like the child is on the father's side, right? This is the father and this is the mother. Okay. And the child is on the father's side. And I was talking about that, like the fatherly energy with these two. It's very, this is connected with men, but it's also connected as a father figure. And so it's like they could see you, if you're a man on this watching this, or you're masculine, they see you as the father figure, okay? Even if you're a woman and you're in the masculine, they see you as being the one that will show them the way, the ability to do this hard work, to really create the life that they want. Well, that feminine energy is all about receptive energy, but this is like them seeing you as someone who's going to be able to pave the path, right? And so I love this connection here and this synchronicity. And it was coming out, I just now realized that it's coming out underneath the 10th house. So we have 10 coming out under the 10th house. Guys, what? Oh, I love Source so much. And it's not me, guys. Like that's the thing. Like, when tarot readers are like, oh, this is my gift, honestly, it can be taken away as easily it was given. It's not my gift. I'm a channel. It's Source's gift. It's not mine. It's Source's gift. I'm a vessel that's been blessed with this opportunity. That's all it is. And so it's like this idea of seeing it and seeing it play out the way that it is. Like, you have 7, 7, 8, 8, 10, 10. Like, these amazing synchronicities for you guys. I just want to get one more for you. Source, what else? How does Pile 2's crush see them? Oh, we have the 2 of Hearts with Temperance energy. I love this. Yeah, they see you, what was I saying, as someone who's level-headed. They see you as someone who's very balanced, who's capable of taking in and dealing with the hard stuff, but also dealing with the good stuff. And it never throws you off of your game. Like, you're always showing up as your best self, and you're always somebody that's there with love and care and kindness, but in a very active way. Right? This is very action oriented, and they see you as someone they could spend their life with, because this is also depicting the 2 of Cups. They see you as someone they love and they could be there with. And this is the 4 of Diamonds here, and it does feel like right now they're like on the outside looking in, trying to figure out a way to approach you. Is this someone that, you know, like, is not going to deny me, is not going to reject me, is not going to, you know. And that's something that I think all of us deal with, is we're afraid of rejection. And so that does keep us from taking that immediate action. And if that's where you're at, you know, it's just right now your fear of rejection is keeping you from taking that immediate action. And you're dealing with that. Like, as it's coming up, it's like that's the only way we can face it, is when it comes up. We can't just face it when the feeling isn't there, because we don't know it's there, right? Wow, this card went flying. I don't know what it is, but it did go flying. Yeah, look, we have number 10 on the bottom with leadership and elephant. Yeah, they see you guys as a leader. Like, whatever you identify with, okay? Whoever you are, they see you as a leader in their life. Like, in a leader in the future. You are so stable and so capable of creating your life the way that you have. And you're very abundant. that they see you as being able to lead the way, to carve the path, to be a way shower, right? Yeah, look, house 7, profound relationships, intimacy, romantic partnerships. Yeah, they see you guys as they see you as someone they could love. All right, let's get another one out on it. What else, Source? What other oracle cards can you give us to help us understand how Pile 2's crush sees them? I'm actually really excited because these are turning out to be really beautiful readings, and so I'm always excited when that happens. I feel like Source is like, I played you hard enough today, so yeah, right now it's just getting through that mental fog, right? Like they're just overcoming that, and so eventually the sun is going to shine through. They're going to gain clarity. You're going to gain clarity. Whoever it is that's supposed to come forward is going to come forward, because this just feels really like destined, to be honest. All right, Source, can I please have one of my love cards? All right. This one? Oh, okay. I don't know. I just don't feel like these... It's interesting. There's somebody that's coming through on your guys' reading. Oh, okay. I got you now. Okay, here's the deal. I have this energy coming out one, so I kept drawing because I'm like, none of these feel like this person that's coming in, your crush. But I understand what happened. So this last card that I drew, I was like, okay, at this point, so many of the negative connotation cards are coming out, if you will. And I'll show them to you guys. Don't worry. You deserve to know what came out, okay? But let me show you what's on the bottom here. It says, our story doesn't feel like once upon a time. It feels like since the beginning of time. This is how your crush feels, okay? That's what I was saying. Like, there's this fear of rejection, this mental anxiety that's coming through, okay? But this is how your crush feels. So these are the cards that came out. I'm just going to go through them. It says, can you forgive me for breaking your heart? I don't know how to love because my own heart is broken. Now, before you flip out, give me a second, okay? I'm going to tell you what's going on here. I am the con artist here to help you learn how to trust yourself. Again, let me get through it. Forgive them if they are distant. They can't tell their heart to lie, and you'll never be their one and only. Okay? Still, don't trip out. And then we have, I am sorry. Okay, and the reason that these came out, because I was saying like that fear of rejection, that being stuck in your head, getting involved in lost causes, getting involved in situations that weren't serving you. This is a prior relationship that you have experienced, that their higher self is coming through saying, I am sorry. Can you forgive me for breaking your heart? I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing. I was a con artist in life. I was here to help you learn how to trust yourself, which you obviously have learned to do. And this is just saying, forgive them because they could never be your one and onlys. This is somebody you actually pledged yourself to, coming through saying, I'm sorry. And that's why the fear of rejection is coming through. So if you're the one that's meant to move forward, that's what's going on. But there's also this block that's coming through that's being highlighted here as a train comes through, that you guys are meant to heal and forgive. And with temperance here, that makes so much sense. It's just to balance out this hardship, knowing that there's something that's more aligned with you, right? And then underneath that, it says they rejected you because the divine was protecting you. Exactly. It's like you guys got rejected in the past because there's something else that's more aligned with you. The story that you have is once upon a time. It feels like since the beginning of time. Like, I'm sorry I wasn't showing it to you guys. It's just like they kept flipping over and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, what is going on here? And then finally it was like, oh, it made sense. Okay, I understand what's coming through. So you guys have this energy that's surrounding you right now. This is a past situation, a hurt, a pain, somebody that hurt you, broke your heart, and it's like there was a purpose for that. And now their higher self coming in and saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And you've got this crush now that's like, okay, but your fear of rejection now makes sense, right? This all makes sense. So, look, learning. Sacred Ibis with 22. Yeah, you guys are learning how to trust the process. We have 222 coming out, and you guys are pile 2. Like, so insane here. But you guys are learning to trust your own self, learning to trust the process, and learning to really rely on yourself in this time. Learning what's true for you, right? We had that truth seeking here. Aquarius energy. We have originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Yeah, you guys are always moving forward. Very future oriented here. It's like you're done living in the past, and this is just that, right? This is sometimes holding on to us and we feel like we've already healed it. Sometimes we have to keep healing it. It's like it's a practice, right? It really is a practice, continuing to showing up to heal ourselves. And then we have iceberg submerged. Yeah, so it's like right now even your crush is only seeing 10% of you. They don't know what's below the surface. This is a little bit about what's going on below the surface coming through in your reading. That's why there's so many synchronicities in your reading. It's like source is just saying, like, it's okay, your crush does feel this way about you, but it's really important for you to heal the broken heart that you've had. And remember that while it hurt and it was awful and it wasn't pretty to deal with, it happened for purpose, right? And sometimes that's the hardest thing for us to embrace. But once we embrace that, we can embrace true forgiveness of the situation. Let's get some channel messages out. Yeah, okay. No? Okay. Let's see what comes out. Shaman. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so you guys could be a shaman. You guys were a shaman in a past life. Or you guys could be going and seeing a shaman. But what this is saying is, like, shamans help us purge the hurt and the pain and to transmute it into something that's very positive for our journey. And that's what you're doing right now, is you're finding justice from this hurt and this pain. Free up some time. Yeah. So make sure you guys are making time for yourself, but your crush is also trying to free up some time for you. I feel like there's just this disconnect in time with you guys. 9th house, Sagittarius energy coming through again. So they just definitely see you as someone as a truth seeker, which makes sense with the shaman energy too. Yoga instructor. Yeah, so you guys could be a yoga instructor. So if this is resonating with you guys, this is something your crush notices about you too. Physical activities needed. Okay, so maybe you guys haven't been practicing as much as you need to, and so your body's coming in saying, I need this. This will help you guys release this pent-up energy. And if you guys do practice yoga, you know, as you practice yoga, you guys will be clearing energies, and when that happens, it releases on the mat. And it can release in ways like tears, anger, deep emotions. It can release through your body, adjusting, popping, doing all kinds of things. Let's check out your card. How does your crush see you? Number 31, love makes a difference. Look at this. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. You guys are going to help each other heal a lot of past wounds from each other. I feel like both of you guys have dealt with a lot of hardships, and it's like just seeing each other go through them and survive. It's going to help you guys know that there's reason to have faith. It says love is strong and can endure anything. If you trust love, everything else will fall into place. When there are challenges, it is important to keep your heart open. Healthy boundaries are an essential aspect of creating trust in a relationship. You should be able to give freely from your heart to your partner's heart. Your partner in turn should be able to share, knowing you will treasure this mutual respect. Use kindness as a rudder in relationships to keep communication and feelings on course. Kindness is the value that allows both parties to feel understood and nurtured. It validates loving interactions, keep kindness at the forefront of difficult conversations to keep contempt and anger in check. Yeah, so you guys are definitely healing each other in this time. And I feel like it's just starting with this attraction, with this crush. Like, it is a start of a healing process of letting go of these hurt relationships, these past traumas that you've had to experience in your life. So that all makes so much sense now. Like, I was just sorry. That's why I wasn't showing you guys, but I understand. It was like I just kept feeling like I needed to keep going. It was like, okay, what is going on here, guys? So I hope that this resonates for you guys, pile 2. If it does, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. This is what I'm seeing for you, so I'm going to leave it here. Until next time, guys, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow humans that chose pile number 3. This is those of you that chose the lapis lazuli. This is going to be your guys' reading on how does your crush see you. And we're going to find out with the dice. So just keep in mind that as you guys interact with my channel, it does allow me an opportunity to connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if these do resonate, please hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel so that way you guys always get notified when the next video does go live. Give me just a second to make sure my dog's not going to bark. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. She's up and alert and like, oh my gosh, I got to bark. So let me go ahead and ask the dice first and we'll see what comes out. I'm super excited for your guys' reading. So it should be like the others, just very synchronistic and fun. So source for pile number 3, how does their crush see them? What can you tell us? What information can you let us know? For pile number 3, how does their crush see them, source? What information can you give us? Alright, let me move those over so I can put my thing up here. We have the 4th house, Virgo energy, and the South Node. This ought to be interesting. So they do see you as someone they could build a home with, but your crush has someone they need to let go of. Like, in a nutshell, that's the energy coming through here. It's like they see you as someone they could build a house with, a home with, a loving relationship with. They could see you guys as parents, especially with the 4th house here. But either you or they need to let go of somebody. I do feel like it is them, but I do feel like it could be for some of you guys, you are still releasing an ex. You guys are letting go of that negative energy surrounding a prior relationship. And so there's just this need to release something, especially with the South Node energy coming through here. But they do see you as someone who's very nurturing, who has, you guys could have multiple houses or be in real estate. That's something they notice. If not, they're in it as well with you guys. But they do see you as someone who has strong foundations. You guys have good family roots. You guys are connected with your family. Family is something that's very important here with this 4th house energy coming in. And they see that about you guys, okay? With Virgo, they see you as someone who is hardworking, disciplined, who's willing to build structures in life, who's persistent and responsible and patient. You master whatever it is that you go after because you're super intelligent and ambitious and you have a lot of stability in your life. And you guys command authority, okay? Sometimes you can be self-limiting. That is coming through. They see you guys as putting a limit on yourself. Like maybe you don't give yourself enough credit for what you guys have experienced or done or created in your life. And that is something that your crush does notice, right? They just pay attention to that stuff. With the South Node here, again, this is all about the path that we followed up until now, our destiny to release. These are things that we have to let go of, old karmic patterns, right? These are karmic lessons, that familiar energy. So there's something that's very familiar that you guys are in the process of letting go or overcoming. And it's like, that is where you guys are at on the whole right now. Or this is something that maybe your crush is having to let go of and overcome currently. It's a karmic lesson that is coming through that needs to be released on this journey for you guys. And overall, your crush is aware of it. You might be aware of it. You might not be aware of it. So I feel like either way, your crush is absolutely aware of it. I did hear divorce. So that is something that is coming through. That was very clear that came through right now. That is not going to resonate with everybody, but that could be something that your crush is letting go of right now. So let's move this out of the way and let's get some tarot out on it. So source, how does pile number 3's crush see them? How does pile number 3's crush see them, source? What information can you give us? What can you tell us? How does pile 3's crush see them, source? What do they need to know? How does pile three's crush see them, Source? Okay, thank you. Life is a highway. I'm gonna drive it all night long. I don't know why I have this song stuck in my head. So maybe they see you as someone they're gonna drive to, right? Like, that's cute. So how does pile number three's crush see them, Source? Okay. Only want these two. How does pile... Wow. Is that the one you want? Okay. You guys are easy. You're not easy. That's not what I meant. Like, it's just your cards are easy come out. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you guys always take the path less traveled. Like, you guys definitely forge your own way. It's like, and no matter what's coming towards you guys, they see you as someone who's always willing to do what's necessary. Like, take the action that's necessary. Building stability. Finding balance. Like, even though things maybe have fallen apart for you guys, finding balance and letting go of not what's. Okay, I don't know what that meant. Okay, letting go of what is not good for you and not serving you. With the Nameless card coming out, or 13 card, or as you guys would know from the Rider-Waite, the Death card, which is not called the Death card in my deck, but the Nameless card coming out here is referring to really cutting out and transforming your life, letting go of the things that just aren't serving you, and allowing yourself to release the burdens of the past, things that are really hurting you, whether physically, emotional, or spiritually, and coming into a new state of mind. This is something that is passed on from generations. It could also be that you guys are parents and letting go is something that's difficult at this time, right? Because you have kids involved, and it's like trying to make sure that everybody is squared away in the situation and that nobody is getting suffering because of what needs to be done. But especially with the South Node energy here, I do feel like this is coming out just saying that we're letting go, right? This is that energy of we're letting go. So your crush sees you guys letting go of something that's been really hard to let go of, but at the same time, it is also going to give you a sense of freedom. Look at this with the 10 of Cups and the King of Coins. Come on, guys. Let's be real. Let's be real. You guys are letting go of something and forging your own path to happiness and becoming a leader in your life and creating stability for yourself, which is absolutely what I was getting with the 7 of Coins here. Is just that building something strong, you know, building something that matters to you. This is something that is unique to you and you alone, right? And it's like, I keep hearing that there is nothing new, only different. And so where you may be doing something that many other people are doing, you just bring something so different to it. You have a unique structure about it. You have a unique way of presenting it, and your crush sees this about you. They see how unique you are when it comes to what you build in your life, materialistic and in your worldly possessions, and how you guys build your life. It's not how most people live, and that's why they feel like they could build a home with you. It's not about your money. That's not what it's here. It's like, this is more about the way you guys approach life, and knowing that your persistence is what helps you guys overcome bad situations. Things that, like the 5 of Wands in my deck talks about something coming in and knocking you off your path. And it's like, while you may be falling, it's like in the act of falling, you gain balance once again. And that's what's happening here. It's like, so it's like in your act of falling from the South Node energy, right? You guys have regained your balance, and it's in that momentum that brought you into wanting to transform something in your life and bring balance once again to your life. But it has to do with cutting something out. And with the 3 of Wands here, you know, when this is in the reverse, it is talking about treachery and trickery and manipulation. But in the upright, we're really talking about paths that are less traveled. And it's like cutting out the fear that comes with taking the road less traveled, like cutting out your mind chatter and instead taking action. And so it's like letting go of the ideas that other people are, because wands have to do with ideas and inspiration, right? And it's like cutting out the ideas that others maybe have implanted on you because of 3. This could be third party. So you have this energy of like really letting that go and not really getting too involved in what other people are saying, and forging forward on your own one path here. And that's what's bringing you into this state of becoming a leader, but not only a leader for others, right? An emotional leader for others, an inspirational leader for others, a creative leader for others. You guys are also forming this King of Pentacles or this King of Coins energy here, which is all about you guys building wealth, financial freedom, financial wealth. This is having stability in your life. And the interesting thing is if you see my King of Coins here, his chair only has 2 legs. Right? And his foot and both his feet being like this are actually what is keeping the chair standing. Right? There's only 2 legs here. There's not a leg over here. This is like all cloth that's hanging down. This is his cloth. If you see, it goes down and around like this. So there's no real legs that you can see the chair that's standing on. And so it's like he's the one that's creating the stability. It's not the chair. The chair is just a tool for him. You're the one that's creating stability. It's not the money. Money is just a tool for you. And especially with Capricorn energy, like that's exactly how Capricorns approach life. Like everything is at their use and their disposal to get them further ahead in life. Like making money is not an issue with a Capricorn. They're always going to find a way to make money. They're always going to find a way to create some sense of stability in their life. And that's what we have going on here. You also have this way of looking at life that really like shows them that, oh my gosh, with this type of stability and this mindset, like we could absolutely build a forever home and like future generations. And so your crush sees you as somebody who they could really build a lot with, not just a family, but, you know, like businesses and success and, you know, things like that. So let's get some clarifiers out on it. This wants to be right here. So we have the Jack of Clubs coming out. Yeah, and you're very much in this place of being driven. It's like no longer being led by your fear. It's being led by the inspiration that you're receiving. I love this. And that could be that South Node energy is just being caught up in the fear. Like, oh my gosh, what if, what if, what if, what about this? What about that? Like, what do people say this? What do people say that? You know, like, it's just letting that go. And you're no longer doing that anymore. And your crush sees that. Yeah, and that's what's bringing you guys into this place of merging your light and your dark aspect, right? The light and the shadow, especially being depicted by these 2 horses here. This is depicting the Chariot energy with the 7 of Spades. It's like you guys are no longer letting what happened in the past, no longer letting other people's illusions and misconceptions of life be your guiding light. You guys are finding victory on your own in life. You guys are making a decision for yourself, and it's a decision based on an expanded perspective, and your crush sees that, and they see you guys being victorious in your move towards whatever it is you're going towards. Look, I can't with you guys. They really do feel like you guys could build something of sustenance together. Like you see these kids playing in the background here. You see there's a family right here. There's like a community here. Like, and the 4 of Wands in my deck really actually talks about being in a stalemate and being able to get beyond a stalemate, right? So it's like being stuck or being unstuck. And so there's this energy of unsticking yourself from whatever it was that was the past, whether that's a broken heart, whether that was past relationships with the South Node energy, whether that was somebody that broke your heart, that left you in grief, whatever it was, but you're in this place of taking action towards your own happiness, and your crush sees that and they feel like they could be a part of that happiness. Something that kept you up, something that worried you before. Let's get some oracle out on it. Thank you. Yeah, we have hair with 31 on the bottom. You guys are ending cycles. Like you're letting go of things that have plagued you for a long time. Like things that have come back around, right? Those cyclical natured karmic lessons that we have to learn, which is what the South Node is all about. Source, may please have some more oracles out on it. Okay, thank you. sextile, a combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding situations. This is how your crush sees you, as somebody that there's a lot of tension and flow, but there's a lot of potential here, and it can be a very rewarding situation as long as, you know, you both come together. Obviously, it has to be a two-way street. You can't just have one person interested in it. You have to have both people. It takes two to tango, guys. It takes two to tango. So, all right, thank you. Yeah, and being vulnerable is very important here. So should they approach you or should you approach them? No matter what, this is just reminding you that vulnerability is your greatest strength and the key to your heart as well. So it could be that they need to be vulnerable with you as well. Well, I mean, everybody in this situation needs to be vulnerable, but there's this energy of being vulnerable altogether so that you guys can open up each other's hearts, right? Yeah, okay. So this is how your crush sees you. They say, I love you, but you scare me. All of my triggers are present when you are near, especially the ones I'm not ready to face. So again, this is something that letting go, and this could be where you're at as well. Like you guys scare each other with the connection, right? It's just kind of like overwhelming. It's like, I like them. Do they like me? They love you. But again, there's a lot of triggers that are present here, right? You guys are building a life of success. You guys are making progress, especially with this 3 of Wands next to this 4 of Clubs. This is all about making progress in your life. And as you guys make progress and move forward, this could be triggering your crush on where they're at in their own life, right? Which can be scary. So it says, I am sorry on the bottom. So they're just sorry that they're not ready. Like this is like not ready to do this just yet. And don't worry about that. Like they see you in this beautiful place. They see you in this beautiful light. It's really loving energy, but there's still some need to release with the South Node here. So we have number 14 with equality, seahorse. Yeah, they're always watching you guys, and they're watching as you're purifying your soul. I also feel like they want to be your equal partner. Like they want to, but there's still this fear that's driving them before they come forward. And so it's just, again, healing. And we knew that going into this, especially with the South Node energy. Trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. And we had that coming out over here, tension and flow. So there's something that flows about this relationship. Look, you have this blue and pink, right? Boy and girl. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing that right now. That's so weird. But anyways, you just have this energy of like, you guys are getting help from the divine. And that's what's causing the tension and flow. But remember, it's like pulling back on a rubber band, right? Except the rubber band of life never snaps. It just can keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back. And then when you finally let it go, that's what happens. There's like a need to surrender here. And so it's like once it's released, this rubber band is going to fly like a mad bat out of hell trying to get somewhere real quick. Okay. So that's what's coming through here. It's like there's this energy of just letting yourself do what you need to do and being guided to where you're going, because there's help coming. Like this is help coming, right? And we have tsunami, wake up call. So I feel like this has been a wake up call for both of you guys, especially with this. Like it's like emotionally, this has been a wake up call for both of you guys. Like you guys are very emotionally invested in this. They're very emotionally invested in this, especially like when you think of a tsunami, like how it's just water that comes and it comes from seemingly nowhere. Okay. And then once it's done and it left everything in destruction. And that's what's going on here. It's like your emotions are leaving you guys in a place of destruction, but it's like you're learning something very valuable from this. Even though it's scary, even though it's a triggering situation, right? It's a place right now where you guys have to be. It's just uncomfortable place of what you guys have to experience. So make sure I have the right bag. Let's get some channel messages out on it. They still love you though. It's like, it's nothing terrible. Like it's sometimes we have to go through these wake up calls where we come up into a higher state of vibration, right? closer to God. We come closer to Source. We come into our God consciousness. We come into our Christ consciousness, whatever it is you guys call it. But it's like this higher vibrational energy where you guys will be able to connect truthfully with your intuition and understand that. Can you please have some channeled messages for pile number 3? Okay. Wow, okay. Wasn't going for that many, but let's get it. Let's see what comes out, guys. Okay. You make my fantasies real. Yeah, so they're really sexually attracted to you guys. You make their fantasies real. Like, they think some things about y'all. You are worthy of loving yourself. And that's Source coming in, just reminding you that you're worthy of loving yourself. This is also your crush reminding you that, you know, loving yourself is always the best way to go. It really is, guys. Like, no matter what, like, their higher self coming in and saying, love yourself. You're worthy of it. I love you. I see your worth. It's time for you to see your worth. And I feel like you guys are slowly building up to that. Clear. Okay, wait. Clear tangency, clear touching. Okay, so you woo! Okay, hold up. Let me calm down for a second here. That was a little bit, that like went straight down my spine. You guys maybe have experienced a very, like, sexual fantasy with this person, okay? And it may seem so real. It may have felt so real, like, holy moly, like, did that really happen? Am I going crazy? It's because you guys have clairtangency. It means that you guys can physically feel when energies touch you. This isn't even about feeling it as an empath. This is literally feeling physical pressure on you. Like, so it's something, it happens to me every once in a while. It's not something that I've actually spent time building because it kind of freaked me out the many times that it's happened, it's freaked me out. But it's like when you guys go somewhere and if you've been in a haunted house or something like that and you feel someone touch you, like, that's that clear tangency, right? Like, it's something that everybody's capable of building, but it's like you guys actually have that. And so with this, you make my fantasies real, I feel like you guys have actually experienced something with your crush. They've felt it too. Look, divine masculine. Okay, so either you're divine masculine or this person is a divine masculine. Stop seeking revenge. Okay, so if there's a situation, especially with the South Node and the death here, it's like if there's a situation that you're letting go of, like I heard in the beginning in that divorce, don't seek revenge on the situation no matter what has happened. Learning how to forgive is the best way to draw in the love that you seek. Okay, and so that's what they're saying here. Don't seek revenge. And that could be also something that you need to wish for your crush. Maybe they're seeking revenge on their situation and just sending them love, right? Then we have Vegas. Yeah, so they have some fantasies about y'all. So what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I feel like that's the thing. Like, maybe you guys have actually had an intimate encounter and it's just kind of stuck with you. If not, it's just that this situation here with this clairtangency and feeling it has stuck with you, and it's like you kind of feel guilty about it, but it's not anything to feel guilty about. Like, it was meant to happen. Okay, let's see what your guys' card is. I love this. We have number 10, treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. When we were talking about that, especially with the vulnerability card coming out here, guys, it's about connecting with your heart and loving others in this very deep emotional way, especially with the wake-up call and tsunami. Like, your emotions are being activated. You also see the teardrop around the world here. There's something about your guys' emotions being activated with them and them being activated with you. So it says you have a group of people that love and support you. Cherish all these people, whether a special partner, your family, or your friends. The angels are prompting you to reach out to your loved ones and ensure you show them love. It is all too easy to become involved with your own life. Ensure you spend time with those who are significant to you. This is a reminder to tell or show the people in your life that you treasure them. Let them know that they matter. Do something that does not need reciprocation. A gift is more genuine when given without any expectation of something in return. Love does not keep score. It may be in your nature to keep track of when you have given time, money, or other positives. Genuinely appreciate your loved ones can be a challenge, or can challenge you to give from your heart. Again, we have that connection with heart. But at this time, it's important for you to love the people that are around you. And remember, that will help you guys see that you are worthy of love. Because when you love without expectations, then it will allow you guys to open up to coming into a connection. If union is something that's meant to be here, and that's something I might do in the future, is am I supposed to go into union with my crush? I did have one reading like that, but always moving towards the future. I will do another one later on. So if there's a union here for you guys, loving the people in your life now will help open you up to receiving the love from this person in the future, not expecting to get love from them, but seeing them as they are in this now moment. So this is what I have for you guys. I hope that it resonates. If it did, please hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel. Set that notification bell so you guys always get notified when the next video does go live. But I'm going to leave it there. And with that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. But until next time, stay human, guys. Bye.